Facts about the red panda. When it comes to pandas, we all think of the lovable black and white panda bear that we've seen many times. But you've probably also heard of the red panda, a carnivorous mammal and a relative of the common panda that lives in the wild. He lives in the foothills of the Himalayas. The red panda is the size of a domestic cat, and like its larger cousin, it depends on bamboo for food. Although today, due to deforestation and habitat loss, its food sources are reduced and it is at risk of extinction. If you are curious to know more about the way of life, physical and behavioral characteristics, and habitat of the red panda, continue with the Adriana Jones channel. Appearance characteristics of the red panda. The red panda is a type of panda the size of a large domestic cat, with a cat-like face and a long, bushy tail, and thick, reddish-brown fur covering its entire body except for its white ears, cheeks, muzzle, and area above its eyes. The legs and lower part of this animal's body are usually darker than other parts of its body. There are reddish-brown stripes on both sides of its white muzzle, and alternating light and dark rings on its tail. The paw of the red panda is designed in such a way that it is suitable for climbing trees and maintaining its balance on branches. This animal has a strong jaw that can easily crush bamboo branches. The red panda has an elongated wrist bone like the normal panda. This bone acts almost like a thumb and allows the animal to hold the bamboo in its hands. The dense fur on the body of the red panda keeps its body warm. The soles of its feet also have thick fur and wool, which, in addition to warming the feet, prevent the animal from slipping on wet tree branches. Behavioral characteristics of the red panda. The red panda is a nocturnal and generally solitary animal and is usually seen with its fellow species only during the mating and reproduction seasons. This animal spends the daylight hours on the high branches of trees, wrapping its long and bushy tail around the branches and resting to the point where many people think that it also eats its food on the trees, but in fact, it comes to the ground after sunset and searches for food safely in the dark. The red panda is sensitive to its territory and marks it with feces, urine, or secretions from the anal glands. This lovely mammal is very strong and agile when climbing trees and uses short whistles and squeaks to communicate with its fellows. The habitat of the red panda today. The red panda mostly lives in the temperate forests of the Himalayas at altitudes between 1,800 and 4,000 meters. These high mountain slopes are covered with forests as well as bamboo trees, which is very important for the survival of the red bamboo. Historically, this animal lived in different areas including Bhutan, Nepal, India, Myanmar, and China, but currently its species is extinct in some areas and rapidly decreasing in many others. Red panda food. The red panda belongs to the group of carnivorous mammals, but its diet is almost entirely plant-based, and most of it consists of bamboo leaves. Since this animal is a mammal, it has a short digestive system and cannot take advantage of all the nutrients in its meals, although bamboo is not very rich in nutrition. Unlike its famous cousin, this panda is not satisfied with bamboo alone and includes various other foods in its diet, such as oak, berries, grass, mice, lizards, chickens, and bird eggs. The red panda has a good sense of sight, smell, and hearing and uses its long white whiskers to search for food in the dark. The enemy of the red panda. Since the red panda lives in very high mountain forests, it is not usually threatened by many enemies. However, sometimes it or its cubs are attacked by snow leopards, otters, as well as hunting birds and small carnivores. Humans are the biggest threat to the red panda because deforestation, habitat destruction, and illegal hunting have caused a significant decrease in the population of this animal. The birth of the red panda usually mates between December and April, and its pregnancy lasts about 4 months. Before the birth of its young, this animal makes a nest among trees or bamboos with the help of leaves, mosses, and other soft plant materials. In each birth, usually 1 to 5 babies are born who are blind at birth and take a few weeks to open their eyes. They usually leave the nest after 3 months and feed only on bamboo until they are big enough. Mortality among young red pandas is very high, and usually up to 80% of them do not reach puberty. Red panda lifespan. The lifespan of a red panda is usually between 8 and 10 years, but some pandas have been seen to live up to 15 years. The red panda is at risk of extinction. The red panda is currently listed as endangered and will likely be listed as critically endangered in the near future. It is estimated that there are less than 3,000 red pandas left in the wild, most of which are in protected areas of national parks. Interesting facts about the red panda. About 79% of pandas live within 100 meters of water sources because adequate water is very important for their health. Red pandas clean themselves by licking, just like domestic cats. This animal eats about 200,000 bamboo leaves every day. The naming of this animal was done 50 years before the naming of the black and white panda. In Nepal, it is known by various names, including the little panda, the red cat bear, and the fiery fox. The logo of the Firefox browser is actually a red panda or a fiery fox. The colors on the face of the red panda help it to survive. The red tear-like parts that extend from the eyes to the corners of its mouth prevent the sun from damaging its eyes, and the white color of its face, which is almost shiny, is from the loss of panda cubs in the prevents night. The tail of this animal acts like a blanket on cold days and keeps the animal's body warm.